Good evening to our dear guests, and thank you for tuning into the Nissan Motorsports Fan Event 2024. I'm Pierre Katagawa, Motorsports anchor person, and I'm truly happy to be the MC today. I hope we can make this event truly exciting for the fans, who are the very source of general support to Nissan's motorsport activities. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy the show and stay until the very end. First, let me introduce to you the program. At the outset, the overview of Nissan Motorsport activities for 2024 will be presented, which will also include some events that have already been announced publicly. Members of the Nissan-affiliated teams competing in races in Japan will come up onto the stage. Then, there will be a talk show by the members of Nissan-affiliated teams entering the Super GT GT 500 class, as well as a presentation of contents related to the FIA Formula E World Championship, a global EV race which will also be coming to Tokyo in March. It will be an hour program packed with attractions, so please stay until the very end. Let me now invite Mr. Takao Katagiri, President and CEO of Nissan Motorsports and Customizing Company Limited, to share with us the 2024 Nissan NMC Motorsports Plan. Mr. Katagiri, please go ahead. Thank you. I am Katagiri of Nissan Motorsports and Customizing Company Limited. Let me express my deep gratitude for supporting the motorsports activities of Nissan NMC and for your viewership of this event. Thanks to the contributions by numerous customers and stakeholders, Nissan celebrated our 90th anniversary in December. Our motorsports activities were launched as early as in the third year after the founding of the company, and ever since, for 87 years, we have been competing in a variety of categories and have been working to improve our skills and technology. With the change of time, what the society expects out of Nissan has also evolved. While Nissan currently focuses on electrification of vehicles to realize carbon neutrality, in motorsports, we have been participating in the FIA Formula E World Championship, which stands at the helm of EV motorsports as the only Japanese OEM. Through constant efforts to upgrade our electrification technology on the race circuits, Nissan cross-breeds expertise and experience gained through racing our cars on one hand and products sold on the market on the other, aspiring to bring the best EVs to our customers. And finally, Formula E Tokyo will be held in our country on March 30th. I hope you capture the opportunity to witness the smooth and powerful drive unique to EVs, the ultimate energy management strategy, the thrilling maneuvering, and the heated battle among the competitors. In round 3 held in Saudi Arabia in January, we gained pole and came in third to be awarded the podium. We will maintain this momentum and do our best to capture the first title of this season here in Tokyo, although it's not going to be an easy task. Another event Nissan NMC is entering again this year, aiming towards carbon neutrality through motorsports, is Super GT GT 500 class, a race based on carbon neutral fuel. This season, we are switching our machine to Nissan NISMO GT 500 based on the commercially available Nissan Z NISMO to gain back the series title. We have already released the team composition for this year, but today I will introduce to you their members once again, along with the coloring of the vehicles. The Z NISMO red line is used in the common design for the 4 machines. Car number 3, NISMO NDDP Nitara Mocho Z. Team principal Jiro Shimada, driver Mitsunori Takaboshi and Atsushi Miyake. The main sponsors are Nitera Company Limited and Motul Japan. Car number 3 and car number 3 in the gear section will use the main color Stealth Gray. So this is a new design. Car number 12, Team Impel, Marelli Impel Z. Team Principal Kazuyoshi Hoshino, Director Kazuyoshi Hoshino, and Team Principal Kazuki Hoshino. The drivers are Kazuki Hiramine and Bertrand Baguette. The color has been changed to Marelli color, and the main sponsor is Marelli. Car number 23, NISMO Motorsports Z. Team Principal Takeshi Nakajima, drivers Kazumasa Chiyo and Ronnie Quintorelli. Main sponsor Motu Japan and NMC. Again, a new design for this vehicle as well. Car number 24, Kondo Racing, Realize Corporation Advance Z. Team Principal Masahiko Kondo, drivers Sugio Matsuda and Teppei Natori. The main sponsors are Motu Japan, Realize Corporation and Yokohama Tire. So, with the 4 vehicles, we will be competing strongly. This season, we are introducing a new model, while 2 vehicles are running on tires of a different make. Labeling this year as the year of transformation, we have changed the driver composition based on 3 points. First, in order to regain the throne in GT500 Class Series Championship, drivers have been assigned so that all 4 teams will be in the lead pack for the title. Second, revitalization of all Nissan-affiliated teams. Miyake and Natori have newly joined, while Chiyo and Takaboshi have been promoted to enable them to perform even more strongly than in past seasons. Third, introducing young members and setting a structure to promote mentoring of younger drivers by the more experienced. We believe this will lead to more solidarity of the teams and a sustainable framework. I am hopeful that the teams will perform well this season and ask you for your strong support. Next, on customer programs. In the GT3 program, we provide comprehensive support including factory drivers to 2 official partner teams that are entering the Super GT GT300 class with Nissan GT-R NISMO GT3. Through technical support to customer teams, we are striving to regain series championship title with Nissan GT-T NISMO GT3. On Super Taikyu Endurance Series STX class, we provide technical support to customer teams competing in the GT World Challenge Asia. Gainer RZ34ZD has been developed, which will enter. And for the GT4 program, we provide customer teams the new model Nissan Z NISMO GT4 derived from Nissan Z NISMO and technical support. Z enjoys popularity in Japan and the US, and especially in the US. Z-based machines have been historically active. In customer racing, we want to be able to declare again that the history of Z in the US is all about history of customer racing. So we are again going to take action in the US. Last year, 2 Nissan Z GT4 vehicles represented by Tech Sports Racing competed in the GT4 American Championship. This year, with the addition of 2 promising teams, Flying Lizard Motorsports and Black Dog Racing, 4 machines of 3 teams will enter. In Japan, for the Super Taikyu Series STZ class, 1 vehicle of Naniwa Denso Team Impel, and 2 machines instead of 1 from Team 01, so a total of 3 Nissan Z NISMO GT4 will compete. We are excited to be supporting Zs in Japan and in the US. Now, please take a look at number 23, Mochu Alltech Z, which is to enter the Super GT GT500 class, and number 25, Raffine Nissan Mechanic Challenge Z NISMO GT4, which will race in the Super Takao Series STZ class.
The
Nissan NISMO red line is the accent of the new machines, including these two, so watch out. Alltech Japan and Nissan Motorsports International were integrated to become the Nissan Motorsports and Customizing, and it's been 2 years since. As the NISMO brand, we are celebrating the milestone of 40th year's anniversary. The inaugural president, Nampa Yasuharu, came up with the logo, Strong NISMO and Winning NISMO. The company name has changed, but that spirit still remains. We will do our best in all of the categories that we enter. We want you to see our passion, and we want to share that excitement with our fans. We truly solicit your strong support to Nissan-affiliated teams this season once again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Katagiri. Ladies and gentlemen, as Mr. Katagiri mentioned, Nissan and NMC, Nissan Motorsports and Customize, will continue to make effort in motorsports activities this season, focusing on Super GT and Formula E as two pillars. As was mentioned earlier, regarding our customer racing program, for the GT3 program, we will be supporting teams competing with Nissan GT-R NISMO GT3 cars, and for the GT4 program, we will be supporting teams competing in Japan and the US with Nissan Z NISMO GT4 cars. And these cars are all based on the new Z NISMO. We are looking forward to these races. Earlier, although it is online, but shining two new Z cars, and GT4 and GT500 with new coloring have been shown to you. How did you like it? So this is a strong and winning NISMO that have been depicted in these new machines. I am sure that you will be able to see those cars in action on circuits. Now, without further ado, we would like to invite members of teams who will compete in the Super GT, GT500, GT300, and Super Taikyu STZ in 2024 to come up on the stage. First, let's call out two teams competing in GT4 program Super Taikyu Series 2024 with a new machine Nissan Z NISMO GT4. First, Naniwa Denso Team Impal, Team Principal Hoshino Kazuki, Team 01 Team Principal Yanagira Masataka. Next, two official partner teams competing in Super GT Class GT300 with Nissan GTR NISMO GT3. First, car number 56, Realize Nissan Mechanic Challenge GTR, team principal Kondo Masahiko and drivers Sasaki Daiki and Joao Paulo de Oliveira. Car number 62, Hell Motorsports GTR. Drivers Hirate Kohei, Hiraki Yuya, and Hiraki Reiji. Team principal Fukuyama could not make it today. We are sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, these are two teams participating in Super GT Class GT 300 with Nissan GTR NISMO car, GT3 car. Finally, let's call out four teams competing in Super GT Class GT500 with new machine Nissan Z NISMO GT500 cars. First, car number 3, Nitera Motul Z. Team principal Shimada Jiro, drivers Takaboshi Mitsunori and Miyake Atsushi. Car number 12, Marelli Impal Z. Director Hoshino Kazuyoshi, team principal Hoshino Kazuki, drivers Hiramine Kazuki and Bertrand Baguette. Car number 23, Mochio Otec Z. Team principal Nakajima Takeshi, drivers Chiyo Katsumasa and Ronnie Quintarelli. Car number 24, Realize Corporation Advan Z. Team principal Kondo Masahiko, drivers Matsuda Tsugiyo and Natori Teppei. Ladies and gentlemen, these are 4 teams competing in Super GT Class GT500 with Nissan Z NISMO GT500 cars. Now, at this point in time, let me ask Chiyo Katsumasa, driver of car number 23, Mocho Otec Z, to tell us how he will be competing this year on behalf of all Nissan team drivers. Over to you, Chiyo. Yes. First of all, thank you very much for your strong support for Nissan NISMO team. From childhood, I did like cars, and actually NISMO was the brand I longed for very much. And those predecessors of NISMO created this brand, which is strong and fast. And that is the mission of this brand. And this year again, with the members all on stage here, we are going to work together to protect this strong brand. So I ask you to continue to support us this season again. Chiyo-san, thank you very much. This is the lineup of Nissan team's principals and drivers competing in Super GT classes GT500 and 300 and Super Taikyu class STZ. Thank you very much, principals and drivers. Please step down. Now, I think it's fair to say that this season represents a year of transformation for Nissan and NISMO. All teams in all categories are preparing to win races. Changes in team structure and tire makers are part of that effort, too. In the GT500 class, we will be competing in a new machine, the Nissan Z NISMO GT500. So I am sure that fans are looking forward to races very much with higher expectations, and different coloring and test stories have been conveyed to you. I am sure that you have higher expectations by now. Now, in the GT300 class, Kondo Racing and newly joined Helm Motorsports will be the official partner teams, and they'll be competing in the Nissan GT-R NISMO GT3. And as in the GT500 class, teams from Japan and the US that are using Nissan Z NISMO GT4 built based on the Nissan Z NISMO will compete as part of the GT4 program. In the US, the GT4 America Championship will feature 4 cars from 3 teams, 2 from Tech Sports Racing, which has been competing since last season, and 2 new teams, Flying Lizard Motorsports and Black Dog Racing. We are looking forward to seeing the spectacular Nissan teams in action.
You're probably excited to see the GT, but the official test will be held in March and the season will begin in April. Super GT will take place on 13th and 14th of April for 2 days at the Okayama International Circuit, so that would be the opening of the season. And for the Super Taikyu Series on April 20th and the 21st at Sportland Sugo, the series will be held in Tohoku region. This season as well, we're excited that the fans are supporting us. You're viewing this online, but for the races, please go in person to the circuits and support Nissan-affiliated teams. Now, next on the program is the talk show by the members of the 4 teams that will be entering the Super GT GT500 class. First, thank you very much for being on the stage for the talk show. We introduced to you each and every team, and they made a pose that they are really excited to participate. So I hope that you can maintain your excitement for the talk show. The team structure for the 2024 season, Katagiri-san told us that the driver lineup changed in 3 of the 4 teams. For the first conversation, let's ask the members of car 23, the ace number. Chiyo-san, you're now the partner of Ronnie. You were a pair with Takaboshi in car 3, but 23 is the ace number for Nissan. You became the first driver. What was your first impression when you were told that that will be your position? Well, I've been constantly nervous ever since I was told. I was nervous, but I was most nervous when I was to make a comment for the introduction. So I was reminded that that's the pressure imposed upon the driver of car number 23. But this is a good rehearsal. I think my nervousness has peaked out, so I hope that I can relax. So I hope you relax in the talk show as well as on the circuit. Now, Ronnie, for years you paired with Matsuda-san. Now your partner is Chiyo-san. You haven't spent much time with him because you've only probably spent time for the test run. But what do you think about your pair, your partner Chiyo-san? The speed of Chiyo-san has improved, and he has proven his performance. But now that we have partnered up, I'm impressed not just by his speed, but the level of his motivation. I'm sure that that elevated motivation has been well communicated to all the members. Overseas testing and one test run in Japan has communicated his enthusiasm. And together as a pair, we're looking forward to show our performance to the fans. Thank you. Ronnie, when Chiyo is nervous, please relax him with your Japanese. He's nervous today, but he's never nervous with the steering. So don't worry. Don't worry. Thank you for that comment. So we heard from the two drivers of car number 23. Let's look forward to the new pair that will be taking the steering on car number 23. Next. Chiyo-san said, oh, that's the pressure of number 23, and Matsuda-san was smiling. Matsuda-san, you were with Ronnie in car number 23, but you switched to Kondo Racing, so you are to pair up with the rookie, Natori-san. Has your motivation been refreshed? Well, we are different by more than 20 years of age, 24 years. So, like father and son. He's like my son. So, he's energetic, he's a nice guy, nice person. And I joined Kondo Racing, and I once again regained this passion for racing. So, together, we would like to maneuver smoothly on the Yokohama tire together by working together. You said you are different in age by 24 years, but Natori-san, you are stepping up to GT 500. Your partner is a champion, experienced driver with a long career, and you're pursuing the title in your debuting season. Are you nervous? Yes, I'm very nervous. But you have a good experienced partner, so I hope you can learn a lot from him. But in the 300 class, you were popular, you performed well, the fans know you, but don't you want to gain more fans? So do an advertisement. I will step up to GT 500 this season. I'm young, I'm energetic, and Sugio and Ronnie split up, and the fans are calling that elderly divorce. Or they are saying that he picked me because I'm very young, so I hope that I can capture the mind of my partner. So, Natori-san and Matsuda-san were truly hoping that you can control the younger ones and rookies. We have a great team, a great pair. And Kondo-san, as a principal, you have different drivers. Matsuda in Kondo Racing did race overseas. And this is 2024, right? Yes. This is the year of car number 24. Yes. That's exactly true. So car number 24, so this is going to be the year for our team. Tsugio said his partner is like his father. I'm probably his grandfather or great-grandfather. But you're still competing with Hoshino-san. And in Seppan, the test drive took place, and you were able to practice well, right? Yes. In the morning in Seppan, with the two, myself and engineer, discussed the goal for this year. We're doing this and that. So two of you, the burden is on your shoulders, so get the title. And they said, we will work for it. So somewhere during the year, we will gain the title. So we truly hope that 2024 is the year for car number 24. Now, for 2 consecutive years, car number 3 went to the finals. GT300 and in Formula, you've performed well. Miyake-san has newly joined a new pair with Takaboshi-san. Miyake-san, you're stepping up to GT500 class from this season. This is a huge step up. Once again, introduce yourself to fans and increase the number of fans. So advertise yourself. NISMO and DDP, I'm going to be participating in GT500 from this year. There's so much to learn. My name is Miyake. There's so much to learn. So my big brother, Takaboshi-san, will be my mentor. Thank you. So Takaboshi-san is your big brother. Miyake-san, GT300, you've got the title. And in Formula, you've also experienced championship. So Takaboshi-san, you have a new partner, Miyake-san. And you're the leader of car number 3. What's in your mind? What? You are the leader. Chio? No, sorry, Takaboshi-san. Takaboshi-san, you are the leader. When I was told of this decision, we performed well in the past season, so splitting up was a pain. But listening to Chio-san today, I'm glad that we got through the divorce. Now my new partner, Miyake-san, is very good at relaxing when people are nervous, so as a pair, we will do well. For Takaboshi-san, all of your partners have been younger than you, right? At Kondo Racing, when I was the driver, all the partners were older than me, so it's the first time I partner with a younger partner. But when I was principal advisor in other teams, I was mentoring younger drivers, so I'm comfortable with him, right? Are we comfortable? Yeah. So we are comfortable, right? That kind of reminder is very important. Now, car number 12, and 4 members are here. 12 is going to gain the title for the first time in 2 years. But Hiremine-san, you're in the 3rd consecutive season with Mr. Baguette. Do you think that the relationship is closer and tighter? Off-season, we communicated with each other and engaged in discussions for this 2024 season. We are doing well, getting along. So we hope that this season will be an eventful season with impulse. Mr. Baguette, let's ask you your enthusiasm. Hiramine-san, can you translate what he says?
Yeah, really happy first of all to be back here with the NISMO team in pool, with Hiramine-san, of course. Target will be to be champion again. We lost it last year, but we are highly motivated and working hard to get it back. The Sepang test went really well. Hopefully we can confirm this in Japan and have a good season. So we'll give everything to be champion again, and yeah, we will push really hard for sure.
Hiramine-san, please translate. Good guy. Kazu is also always a good guy, so that we're a great team. So you've skipped everything he said. Sorry, it was a very official comment, so I wanted people to relax. In the Sepang test, we did well, and after returning to Japan, we are maintaining this momentum to regain the championship. So Kazuki-san, was that a good translation? Suddenly, you made a mistranslation. So that's the rule, right? He always has to say Kazuki is a great person. And we also have the director next to the principal, but the two drivers behind you are the best partners, right? Yes, people were talking about divorces and getting a new younger partner, but we are in a third year, and teamwork is really strong. 1 + 1 becomes 3 or 4 in our team this year. Thank you for that comment. Kazuyoshi-san, as the director, the team is truly enthusiastic, right? Well, we are enthusiastic, but these are races, competitions. There could be crashes, and point to point, from the test with NISMO, since end of December, we participated in Sepang Malaysia, and the mood is great this year. We want this mood and ambience to be kept. If so, there's nothing to worry. But this is all about racing, all about gaming, so there are ups and downs. So there will be only ups and ups this year. That's how good the ambience is in the pit. Even if we have questions about the setups, the engine people will say, this is what the data says. But we're all collaborating, BS Tire and NISMO. At the beginning, we were complaining about NISMO, but we're really glad, because our machine is much better. So there's nothing to worry this season. And the driver, we are telling the drivers, go ahead and foot the accelerator. So I'm sure that we can do well, because the relationship between the drivers are good. Too good. That's what I'm worrying about. Too good, the relationship. So we have a perfect team. Once again, thank you, Director Kazuki. You were rather isolated in battling on the circuit, but like Team NISMO, Nissan is united to exercise the power. So that was what the director says. So now, Kazuki-san, as the principal, do you think you can perform well? Yes. From the first test in Malaysia, from the very beginning, we were ready and we practiced like it were a real weekend race. And from session 1, we continued to watch the time, and we were either the top or second. So the team enthusiasm is at the top. With 2 NISMO machines, we will cooperate and perform well. Thank you very much.
Now you've been listening very interesting stories from team members, but let's continue our discussion looking at the actual car, Moto Tech Z, that has been just unveiled. Our GT500 machine for this season is built based on NISMO road car Nissan Z NISMO, and 4 of them will be competing. Car 3, 12, and 23 will be running on Bridgestone tires, and car 24 Takao Yokohama tires. Now we have car 23 is on display, so this is a good opportunity, and I want the viewers to take a close look. Now, there is a request now. I want to ask Chiyo, driver Chiyo, your car is just there, car number 23. Could you take up the camera? And there has been a change to coloring, and also facial lift-up has been done. So, Chiyo-san, you will be serving as a camera operator and shoot the new machine. So please move to... every year, Tsugiyo-san has been doing this, playing this role, right? So you have been inheriting that role too. Matsuda-san is very well versed in this car, so you can make a comment here and there. You don't have to take a selfie. Chiyo-san, you are taking yourself, you are shooting yourself. Please focus on the car. So that way, yes, that direction. Now, what is the appeal of this car? Well, from this season, Z to Z NISMO, that has been the change. Therefore, nose has become longer. Z nose, so to speak. Longer nose, and Z NISMO, in the case, red line has been placed here and there around the car. So yes, indeed, in the mirror side, and also there is a consistency with this red line with Z NISMO. And car 23 remains the same, but toward the back, although the front side remains the same, however, the back side, rear side, is so cool. Car number 23 was black in the rear, but just like the road car, NISMO road car, stealth gray, NISMO stealth gray has been used as a coloring for this machine. So those who are riding the actual Z NISMO, maybe those drivers feel so close to this new machine. So this is so cool, and I wasn't expect that this color will be introduced to racing car. So there was a shift from red to stealth gray. And if you go further from the car, here letter Z can be found at the rear tire, and if you go up on the roof, then again you can see the mark Z with gradation. So in that way, the basic coloring has been changed. So this is a new coloring, and also Z nose. If you hear that, Matsuda-san, you like old cars for Z nose, and I think this is a little bit reminiscent of the older car. So in that way, the Z nose in the old car has been so popular, and this frontal part, which became elongated a little bit, is reminiscent of the old version. So Z NISMO, the face is so good, and also aperture opening has become bigger. That means that the performance is going to go up. And on the side of that car, we have a GT4 actual car. So Chiyo-san, could you go up to the GT4? Chiyo-san, could you shoot that machine? And while he is taking up the picture, the Kazuki-san was involved in the development of this GT4. What's the feature of this car? Is it easy to drive as a racing car? What is the highlights of this car, GT4 machine? What is the focus of development? Last year, one season, I participated in Super Takao, and this year we are going to use Z NISMO. And appearance is so cool. It is more close to commercially available Z NISMO, so people can feel so close to this machine. And as a feature of this car, it is easy to ride. It is an orthodox car that moves in an orthodox way. So I think anybody can drive this car. So if you want to race in competition, you can buy this GT4. If you want to drive this car, you can participate in various races with this GT4. And Chiyo-san has been shooting even interior inside in the cockpit. I am sure that the viewers are so interested in the inside. And 3,000 meter. This is so cool. This is exactly the copy of the commercially available Z NISMO. And at the back of this, the new Z NISMO rear wing is extended with a rear diffuser has become so cool with a facelift. Chiyo-san, you are showing us the bottom part. Thank you very much. So it is so close to a commercial car. So if those of you who are riding a Z NISMO, I'm sure that they would say that my car is working so hard in the race. And also, it has the same engine as Z NISMO. Okay, so 2 machines have been featured by Chiyo-san as a camera operator. So once again, you want to end this session with your selfie, right? So I think you are less nervous now, Chiyo-san. Thank you very much. Now, I think we are getting close to the end of talk show now. But I am sure that
we've heard a lot from the principals, the director, and members, but let's once again ask them for their hopes for the season. Can we ask the members on the stage to stand up? We will ask the director and team principals. Car number 3, team principal Shimada-san. What am I supposed to say? What's your hope for the season? You mean for the opening race? For the season? Well, for the opening, if you recall last year, it was raining, there was thunderstorm, and tires came off. So we want to drive stealthily. And finally at Motegi, we want to show our presence regardless of who the driver is. And as a team, we want to perform well and make a record. Thank you. That was team principal Shimada-san of Car 3. And Car 12, Kazuyoshi Hoshino-san, director. Well, I'm going to leave it up to the team principal who's younger than me, so I will take a step back. So you go ahead and make a comment. Thank you. Then Kazuyoshi Hoshino-san, team principal. Kazuki-san, team principal. We didn't do well in the beginning of the season, but the remaining 4 we did well. That leads in well to this season, and we now go back to car number 12. So with the same package, we want to regain titles, so we count on your support. Thank you. Car number 23, Nakajima-san, team principal. Thank you. For NISMO team, driver lineup changed for the first time in 10 years, and tire switched to Bridgestone and Super GT. In the primary, the format changed from last year. So NISMO team is very strong in years of transformation and change. So with Ronnie and Chiyo, we will perform well to end the season with great records. Thank you very much for those encouraging comments. Car number 24, team principal Kondo-san. NISMO Z, 4 machines will work together and do our best so that one of the 4 will become the champion. But this year is 2024, so please support 24. Hoshino-san's team is a rival, but it seems that the team is in good mood and the drivers are in good mood. So what remains a challenge is the father-son relationship, but at any rate, Z will gain the championship. Thank you very much. That was Mr. Kondo, team principal. This will be the end of the talk show of Nissan-affiliated GT500 teams. Thank you very much for the comments regarding the 2024 season and demonstrating your enthusiasm. We hope you all do well in this season. Thank you. Let's see you again at the circuits.
Let's move on to the next section. Now, in this section titled What is Formula E? We will tell you how to enjoy Formula E races and the features of the machines. In the FIA Formula E World Championship, one of the two pillars of Nissan's works activities, Nissan is the first and only Japanese automaker to participate in the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship since Season 5, 2018-19 season, with the aim of introducing cutting-edge EV technology to customers around the world. The new Gen 3 machines were introduced last season, and the world's most advanced EV racing cars are now competing in the exciting high-speed battles. On March 30th this year, the first full-scale public road race in Japan will be held in Ariake urban area of Tokyo. Now, please watch the video to understand more about Formula E rules.
Welcome to the Nissan FormulaE garage. Formula E is a fully electric world championship where 22 drivers across 11 teams battle it out through iconic cities. With 16 races across the globe, it has plenty of ups and downs where literally anything can happen. Of course, our drivers want to be as fast as possible, but this is a race about making it to the end through efficient energy management.
It's at 28.7. That is rapid.
This is the Nissan Formula E team garage, where the mechanics and engineers would argue the real magic happens. The engineering area where you will find the brains of the operations. Here's our work on the software systems.
Yes, it is.
And here's where all the tyres are prepared before practice, qualifying and the race. Here we have the powertrain room where the team prepares the powertrain. It's so top secret that I'm not even allowed in it. Finally, we have the stars of the show, apart from the drivers, Nissan's two Gen 3 Formula E cars. All Formula E cars look similar because each team uses the same chassis, bodywork, tyres and batteries, but what makes them fly is unique to each manufacturer, who develop their own energy management systems. The shape of the Gen 3 cars have even been compared to a fighter jet. With over 70 years of electric vehicle knowledge and expertise, it was no surprise when 5 years ago Nissan joined Formula E. Now let's have a closer look at Nissan's Generation 3 Formula E car. These cars pack a mighty punch. Each has 350 kilowatts of power, which equates to around 470 horsepower, getting them up to speeds of 322 kilometers per hour. The 41 kilowatts per hour battery sits in the middle of the car and is among the most advanced and sustainable batteries ever made. The cars start the race with only 60% energy, meaning the drivers have to regenerate the remaining 40% whilst out on the track. This is done by using motors at the front and back of the car as generators, which put energy back into the car under braking. These systems can generate a whopping 600 kilowatts of energy. With all that power comes a lot of responsibility for Nissan's drivers, so here's how they handle those monster motors. The steering wheel allows the drivers to communicate with their teams throughout the race. They also have buttons to control and the brake settings. This is perfect in scenarios where the cars are limited to certain speeds, like the pit lane, where they can't go any faster than 50 kilometers per hour. There's also the attack mode button, which gives the car an extra boost of power for 4 minutes. Instead of 300 kilowatts, the driver hits 350 kilowatts. To fire up attack mode, drivers will need to arm their car, drive off the racing line and through the activation zone.
How did you like it? In Formula E races, where public roads are used as circuits, practice, qualifying race, and the real race are all held in a single day. Therefore, both drivers and teams need to plan their strategies within a limited time frame, which means that technical skills, careful preparation, and driving skills must all be in high gear in order to win the race. Although Formula E Gen 3 cars are rear-wheel drive, they have motors in the front and rear, and regenerative energy is generated from both. About 40% of the needed energy is generated through regenerative braking during the race. That is why these machines are considered the most energy-efficient racing cars in the world. The lightweight, smaller Gen 3 cars produce 350 kilowatt, which creates about 470 horsepower, 40% more than the Gen 2 cars, and reaches a top speed of 322 kilometers per hour. With the introduction of Gen 3 cars, Formula E has become even more exciting to watch as the race unfolds. We interviewed the Nissan Formula E crew. Having finished the races in Mexico City and Deruja, the team is currently preparing for the next race in Sao Paulo. They told us how they are performing this season, how to enjoy Formula E races, and their determination for the race in Tokyo. Please watch the video.
Hello everyone watching the Nissan Motorsports Fan Event. I'm Maria from Nissan Public Relations, and I am here with some members of NissanFormulaE team who are going to be telling us a little bit today about the racing in Formula E and also about our team. First of all, I wanted to ask you guys to introduce yourselves, actually. So if you, Sasha, want to start?
Yes, so hello everybody. My name is Sasha Fenestras. I'm 24 years old, actually. I'm racing in the NissanFormulaE team since season 9, and I'm joining the team for season 10 also.
And now Tommaso?
Hello, my name is Tommaso Volpe. I'm the managing director and team principal of NissanFormulaE team.
And now please, Nishikawa-san.
Hello, everybody. My name is Tadashi Nishikawa. I'm chief powertrain of the NissanFormulaE car.
So we're going to talk a little bit about this season and how things are going this season. Sasha, how is the team doing since season 10 started, and how is it having Oliver as your teammate?
Well, the season was, we started pretty positive. I mean, Mexico wasn't, let's say, the positive one, but the second and third round in Saudi was a positive one, where together with Oli, we managed to score one of the biggest points we've scored since a long time. So, of course, it was a difficult week in the first race on the Friday, but we worked very hard the whole night for the Saturday race together with Oli. And, well, Oli, of course, managed to do pole position, third place, and I finished 6th in the race. So, overall, very happy about that result. I think the car performed very well. Together with Oli, we did a good job. So now really looking forward to the next few races, and also Tokyo coming very soon. And of course, having Oliver on board, it's very positive for us. He has a lot of experience, very talented, very quick. So for the team to have him on board together with me, it's a good partnership.
And now moving to Tommaso, how do you feel that the atmosphere is in the team since we started this new season?
Well, I think the team is becoming more and more confident. Since the start of Generation 3, we can recognize a very strong and positive trend in the performance. Even if sometimes it's not visible in terms of points, we know that in terms of race pace and confidence and process within the team, and also overall the way we prepare race and we deliver is becoming better and better. So I would say that the team is very confident now that we will achieve good result this year and probably extraordinary results over Generation 3.
I am sure many people watching today's fan event are not very familiar with Formula E, how it works, what is different about it. So I wanted to ask you, Nishikawa-san, what is special about Formula E racing, and what is the difficulty of Formula E from an engineering point of view?
Yeah, well, so Formula E is not only making the fast car, but also the how to manage the energy is very fundamental things. Therefore, making the efficient powertrain is one of the essential things. But on the other hand, the car itself is very complex to be driven. Let's say making the drivable car is also the very fundamental things for the driver, right, Sasha?
It's extremely difficult.
And that's from an engineering point of view, but actually, Sasha, I was wondering what is different and special about racing in Formula E as a driver?
All the energy management is, let's say, the number one different thing compared to any, let's say, normal racing category like combustion engines. Like I've said, when I was used to racing in Super GT or in Super Formula, you're not used to manage any kind of, well, energy, of course, or fuel or anything. And here, when we jump first in Formula E, like we saw last year in Season 9 for me, in many occasions in races like Cape Town or Monaco, I was for a podium result maybe, but because of the lack of experience in energy management, unfortunately we didn't manage to achieve those podiums or good results overall. So energy management is the most difficult transition, let's say, when you come from combustion engines races. But then the driving of the car is a little bit different with the weight of the battery and etc. But this is, it's more like kind of adapting to the car because it's just different. But the number one difficulty for me especially was the energy management, let's say.
Thank you. So this season is very special for us because we will finally have our first ever Formula E race in Japan, actually in Tokyo at the end of March this year. Sasha, you've actually lived in Japan a few years. You've competed in Super Formula, in Super GT. Are you actually looking forward to racing in front of the Japanese fans?
Extremely excited. It's kind of my, let's say, third home for me in Japan. I'm here living a dream thanks to that country, and I've enjoyed it a lot being there. Unfortunately, I was there through COVID, so I'm very excited to go back there now and see a different Tokyo, let's say. But yeah, for me, Tokyo and Japanese fans are truly amazing, one of the best I've ever had in the world. And together with the team going there for the first time ever in Japanese history to have a legal street race, let's say. So it's going to be great. We are really hoping to see a lot of fans and also, of course, for us to try to have a good result. That's going to be very important. A bit of pressure for the team also, but we're confident that hopefully we can have a good race.
As Sasha said, the Tokyo E-Prix will be in the city. Nishikawa-san, actually, what are the highlights of this race from an engineering point of view?
So to be honest, it's very difficult to say as of now because of the many uncertain information. For example, we don't know yet how many laps is there, and also the virtual model is not enough accurate always. Then as of now, it's very difficult to say. Then normally we start the preparation 2 weeks before, prior to the race event. Then once starts something, the detailed simulation, etc., we could understand properly what is Tokyo.
But it's difficult for the whole team to actually arrive to a racetrack that they've never seen or experienced before, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's really tough to imagine. Yeah, just the virtual things. Yeah.
We will see how we get on.
Yeah.
Tommaso, why is Nissan in Formula E actually?
Well, sometimes I answer why shouldn't we in Formula E, considering that Nissan is the first brand who produced the first mass-produced electric vehicle. And the Nissan Leaf launched 30 years ago. And definitely Nissan has a very strong expertise in electrification, but this is the past. In fact, the future of Nissan is going to be even more electrified. We announced a couple of years ago Ambition 2030, which means that our objective is to have a full electrified portfolio in the main markets by 2030. So there is a very ambitious plan and investment into electrification. So Formula E plays a perfect role to promote this plan globally, but also to produce additional IP that we can use in R&D for our products in the future. So, and this exchange of technical learning and experience goes both ways. So we can, thanks to Nishikawa-san as well, we can transfer our expertise from the core business to Formula E, and in the future we can transfer this experience of high-performance electrification from Formula E to the core business, to our vehicles for the road.
And what are the team aims for the Tokyo E-Prix?
Well, we always aim to win in every single race. So we were close to this objective in the area. So of course, if there is one race where we want to achieve this objective more than ever, is our domestic race in Tokyo. So we will do our best. It's not easy. Competition is very strong in Formula E. We have very strong competitors, but of course we always race to win, and we will race to win also in Tokyo.
And lastly, would you want to send a message to all of the Nissan fans in Japan?
Yeah, so of course on my side, firstly, thank you so much already for the support we had last year, this year. Now we're coming to Tokyo, first time for us. We're all very excited in the team, together with Tommaso and Nishikawa-san, so please come to support us. We will do our best to put the colors of Nissan, NISMO, car number 22 and 23 on top of the podium, hopefully. So thank you for the support, and see you in Tokyo.
Thank you, everyone. I hope we've managed to introduce you a little bit more about Formula E and about our Nissan team. And pay attention to Season 10, which has just begun. We hope to see you all at the Tokyo E-Prix in March.
I hope you enjoyed the video. I was impressed that the interview demonstrated the appeal of the Nissan Formula E team. Again, let me share with you some info regarding the Tokyo event on March 30th. Tokyo E-Prix will take place on March 30th on the streets around the Tokyo Big Sight Convention Center. The fastest, lightest, state-of-the-art electric race cars will run through the approximately 2.6-kilometer course with 18 corners that require sophisticated driving skills and straight sections where high speed is expected. The waterfront area that aims to evolve into a sustainable next-generation metropolis will host up to 20,000 fans. We would appreciate your strong support of the Nissan Formula E team. The 1-hour-long 2024 Nissan Motorsport Fan Event is about to conclude shortly. I hope you enjoyed. But before we close, we want to share with you the Nissan fan viewers who have tuned in for this event a video we are unveiling at this very moment.
電気自動車は加速力があるのか、パワーはあるのか。Let's make this one count. Here comes Aria. Almost smashed thing. 44. Great. Lead is on its way. You can do it. Go, 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 go. That's it. Open the road for Sakura. This is it. Sakura, go to top speed. All three together now. Come on. You're at the top of the wall. Yeah. Mission complete. これが日産の電気自動車。
How did you like it? This is the new TV commercial, The Wall, in which 3 Nissan electric cars leave Sakura and Aria, challenging the Japan's top-ranked banked driving course. As you saw, Chiyo and Takahoshi appeared in the commercial. This TV commercial will be aired from tomorrow, February 16th. Please look forward to that. That brings us to the end of the 2024 Nissan Motorsports Fan Event. This season, Nissan Motorsports will continue to challenge for victory with the spirit of race to win. We'll do our best with the passionate support of our fans and sponsors. Please visit your nearest circuit and give us your support. Thank you very much for watching today.